Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mo We Talk. We talk football, and that was not good. That was not good, actually. Um, where to begin? It was an underwhelming performance. There were sparks of brilliance here and there, but overall underwhelming. But I will start by saying congratulations to Crystal Palace. You guys have upgraded. In fact, I feel bad for you guys that Eze might be leaving. I think that was his last game. But I feel bad for you guys because you guys really look strong. So the game begins, and from goal, from the beginning, you could just see it. We started off with Gittins on the left and Pedro Neto on the right. For some funny reason, Enzo Fernandez just kept on being at the flank. It was more like as if he kept on drifting away from his DM role. It was Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the midfield, Reece James at right back, of course Cucurella at left back, and with a defensive duo of Achipong and what's his name, Chaloba. We have João Pedro up front and Cole Palmer, and that was what we started with. I looked at the lineup and I was like, okay, fair enough. That lineup is okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was wary about the threat of what's his name, Meteta, I think, and Eze. I was wary about their threat, and based on what I saw them play, that's at the last season's FA Cup final and against Liverpool, I was like, these guys, I don't think they'll be pushovers. So I admit I was getting a little bit gassed. Especially based on the Club World Cup and the preseason games and what we did. I was getting a little bit gassed, like, I was already imagining that 3-0, 3-1, with a João Pedro goal or something. But yeah, we were brought back to reality on this one. We were. And I see a lot of people online already say, oh no, this is bad. We need this. Calm down. It's just the first game. It's underwhelming. It's kind of tips your mood off, but it's just the first game. Anything can happen. This is just the beginning. Yes, going forward, I hear a lot of people say, and it's true, for momentum's sake, your first 6 games are crucial, or 6, 7 games are crucial on how you build up momentum going forward in the season. Manchester City have started strongly with a 4-0 win, but like I said, we can't say it's the first game. So the game goes on, and what's his name? Gittins. Gittins for me is the number one person that I will look at, and I'm like, brother, because Gittins, I don't know. He's a different kind of winger, but I feel like he needs time to adapt. It's we're at early stages. He's in a different country, a different league. He needs time to adapt. We've seen him in preseason. He's all right, but he needs time. He needs time, and he has a lot to learn for me because he does this thing a lot where he waits for the ball to meet him. He doesn't go for the ball, and on top of that, there's that issue based off our last game in the friendly, where he just doesn't seem to shoot well. He just doesn't seem to shoot well. So, who else? For me, I would have to say Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez was not in this game. For some reason, but yeah, once again, fair play to Crystal Palace. They just kept on choking the midfield. At some point, I think they were playing 3-5-2 or so. They just kept on choking that midfield. And we were always second to the ball. We were always second to the ball for some funny reason. Every time the ball goes up and comes down, we were always second to the ball. Every single time. So it was a little bit exhausting, and I just looked at it and I was like, you know what? I don't think we're going to get anything from this game. But fair enough, fair play to Crystal Palace. They played well. Another person, for me, didn't really quite caught it was Cole Palmer. I don't know how many of you would notice this, but for me, I noticed this. Cole Palmer had an off day. He had an off day, and I just feel like I'm calling him out because we didn't create much. In fact, I'm even hearing that Crystal Palace goalkeeper didn't even have didn't have much to do. I think I was hearing something like he had only one save. We didn't even have any shots on target according to the stats at the time I looked at it, and I was like, bro, what's going on? So there was a squabble at our 18-yard box, and it was Cucurella who tried to bundle the ball off. Unfortunately, gets Hughes, and Hughes goes down, and it's a free kick. And I'm like, oh my God, this is too close. This is just too close to our box. And with a player like Eze takes the shot, and the ball goes in. And I'm like, what were you guys thinking? I was arguing with a friend, with a friend of mine who were watching the game, and he kept on saying that it's Sanchez's fault. Yes, we can blame Sanchez for that, but the wall broke. This was before the result of that goal was given. I looked at it and I was like, the wall broke. The wall didn't do its job. When the ball goes over, under, beside, you can say fair play, good free kick. But when it goes through the wall, it's a problem. However, VAR goes through it and they look at it and they're like, okay, Gehi pushes, I think Caicedo pushes him away from where he was standing on the wall, and he pushes him away, creating a clear path for the shots to go through and beat Sanchez. And the goal was chopped off, and I'm like, phew, relief. But the truth was, yes, the goal was chopped off, and rightly so, I agree. But you just look at it and like, I hate to say this because I'm a Chelsea fan, but Crystal Palace did put in more and kind of deserved to have at least a goal in this game. But we are Chelsea. Chelsea is us. We are the world champions. We're supposed to rise to occasion. Yes, we didn't play our game, but at least we held them off for a draw. Well, fair enough. We look at the game and there isn't really much to take. João Pedro didn't score. Shocker. He didn't have much of a game because every time our lethal players has the ball, they just overwhelm you like 3-1. And they stayed consistent throughout the 90 minutes, which is why I will be giving Crystal Palace more credit for this game than Chelsea. We did have a few moments where we had chances, but let's call a spade a spade. We were also not clinical at goal. Yes, I'm calling out someone like Cole Palmer, but basically we were just not clinical at goal. Cole Palmer primarily will create chances. Unfortunately, he didn't create chances in this game. But what's the point of creating chances if you're not going to take them? I mean, look at Andre Santos today. That was a clear-cut chance, but wide off the mark. Cucurella, I can't blame him. He's not an attacker. The fact that he's even in the 18-yard box, like, man, what are you doing there? The fact that he's there, he tries, but way off. Almost all the times when we take a shot, it's either way off or it's hitting a Crystal Palace defender. Which is why I'll just give kudos to Crystal Palace. In fact, I'm kind of glad that this happened now, because now we can go to the drawing board and look at how to actually attack low blocks, especially dogged low block, the dogged low block, just as the one at Crystal Palace. If anything, some sides will look at this game and say this is how to nullify Chelsea. But the problem is you also have to score. which was why I was hoping that we would be able to get a goal at least. That way, you get a goal, you open them up because they will want to balance the game up. You open them up, and once they open up, it's open season. Anyway, it's a short video. I'm actually watching the Manchester United versus Arsenal game. Where I stopped, it was Arsenal leading, so I need to go back and watch that one. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will really, really appreciate this as we look forward to more coming up. The season has started, guys. The season has started, so more videos coming our way. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.